Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, we're tracking the latest developments in a standoff in Pulaski County. We have learned the suspect has just been taken into custody.
Lexington police are looking for a woman right now, they say, held up a hotel clerk with pepper spray.
And in Johnson County, school is set to start today for dozens of children who are still reeling from losing everything they had in last month's devastating flooding.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome in. It is Tuesday, August 4th, and we're glad you're on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. You can tell that people are taking advantage of, a downplay of rain. Those lawnmowers got fired up right around 8 o'clock as I was trying to go to sleep. So that's always fun.
That's bad timing, isn't it?
That's what happens,
that's right.
Isn't it?
Well, a lot of folks having to try to get that done when they can, I guess. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. He's there in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, we're looking outside. We're going to see a few more storms again this afternoon and off into the evening. You got to fire them up whenever you can. Just try to dodge some of these storms. But it looks like as we get late into the week, if you're not able to do it the next few days, you have some really good weather on the way to knock that out. First Alert Defender live radar. You're looking down toward the south and southeast. Look toward Middlesboro. Here comes a little shower that's going to be skirting right along Highway 25 East here in just a few minutes. Temperatures are there in the 60s and 70s, and we get into the afternoon 87. A couple more storms in the forecast, just like yesterday, where some see them, some do not. But you better get it in when you can, because they'll pop up out of nowhere. Focus of the forecast. Obviously, the storms and the heat, they will continue the next few days, but we have big news toward midweek and late week, and I'll show you that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Micah, thank you. We'll see you in just a bit. And first on WKYT, a developing story that we're tracking right now out of Pulaski County. We've gotten word that a standoff in Somerset has finally ended after nearly 12 long hours.
And police tell us the suspect is now in custody. WKYT's Hillary Thornton joins us at the live desk with the latest. Good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Somerset police tell us they attempted to arrest the man around 4:30 yesterday afternoon at an apartment building on Sycamore Street. However, officers say the wanted man would not come outside. And as a precaution, Somerset police evacuated everyone living in that building. Officers say after hours of communicating back and forth with the suspect did not make any progress, they were forced to take a different approach.
A decision to introduce gas into the apartment that also proved ineffective in getting him out of the residence, and we had a team of officers go in and make contact with him where he was barricaded in an upstairs bathroom.
Now, police say it did take some force to get him out, but luckily just before 4:30 this morning, they were able to arrest the man without any injuries to him or the officers. Now, he is now facing a terroristic threatening charge in addition to his other charges. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you very much. New this morning, Lexington police officers are looking for a woman who they say stole cash from a hotel overnight. That happened just before 3 this morning at the Comfort Inn off Winchester Road. Police say the female robber is about 5'5" and was wearing a gray hoodie and bandana with heavy eyeliner at the time. They say she was armed with pepper spray and stole about $150. She was last seen running toward the nearby Cracker Barrel restaurant.
Well, this morning, Lexington police officers are still searching for those responsible for a violent robbery that injured 3 people. Police say one of the victims was shot last night near some businesses at the intersection of North Limestone and East New Circle. Police say witnesses couldn't describe the shooting suspect very well, but they say he made his getaway in an SUV driven by another man. Police say they're still trying to determine if the victims and the suspects knew each other.
I'm not clear on the relationship between the suspects and victims at the time. Again, that's something that's probably going to come out in the investigation once investigators get to talk to all parties involved.
If you have any information, you're asked to contact Lexington Police.
An unusual flyer targeting drug dealers in Franklin County is getting some attention on Facebook and other places. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office posted this flyer online. We'll show it to you here in a second. It shows reads, quote, "Attention drug dealers, is your drug dealing competition costing you money?" It goes on to ask for names and information on competing drug dealers so they can be turned into the sheriff's office. The sheriff says it is a lighthearted way to get some tips on a tough problem.
We've got our community engaged. People are looking at it, they're talking about it, and you know, if we can get a good tip and get a good drug dealer off the street, all the more.
Sheriff Pat Melton says he decided to post the flyer on Facebook after seeing a similar post from a sheriff's office in Georgia.
Later today, students in Johnson County will begin a new school year, 3 weeks after flash floods devastated some communities there. A little more than 300 children attend Flat Gap Elementary. 20 of them lost everything they had, while another 40 were indirectly affected by the floods. The principal says now he's just focused on making sure these kids have a normal start to their school year as they try to get back on their feet.
This is their home. It's where they want to be. They want to be with their families, with their community. Everybody's really positive about it, and we're just trying to help keep that positive attitude for them.
Principal Younts says a fund that will go directly to all the affected students and their families has been set up at the central office.
Well, we're learning more about a weekend plane crash in Scott County. Friends of the pilot say his quick thinking saved lives when his small plane crashed. Investigators say Mark Conrad's plane had engine failure while traveling from Ohio to Somerset. He, his son, and 2 other men were returning from a fishing trip at that time. The plane crashed on Saturday night while making an emergency landing at the Georgetown Scott County Regional Airport. All on board survived.
And Mark was a great pilot. He was not only a good stick and rudder pilot, but he was also knowledgeable of the aircraft systems.
Conrad and one of the passengers are still recovering at UK Hospital. Friends say the other 2 people on the plane have since been released.
A man accused of killing another man in Jessamine County last week has now faced a judge. Thomas Carson pleaded not guilty to murder. The judge set a preliminary hearing in the case for next Monday. Last Friday, police say witnesses told them Carson attacked Shane Washington with an axe outside Carson's home on Hartley Drive. Police say the 2 men were fighting before Washington was killed. Lee County Circuit Court Clerk Emma Adams has been suspended as an investigation into possible official misconduct continues. The Kentucky Administrative Office of the Courts started their investigation. For now, the Owsley County Circuit Court Clerk will serve as a special clerk in Lee County. Authorities are not releasing any details about the investigation. Well, 21 active wildfires are burning in the state of California, and more than 9,000 firefighters are out there on the front lines. One of the biggest fires is the Rocky Fire north of San Francisco. That fire now 62,000 acres and 12% contained. Thousands of folks there have been told to evacuate. But as Kate Kagarin tells us, some aren't leaving.
During the daylight hours, we watched as air tankers and helicopters made drop after drop after drop.
We saw fire consume about 20,000 acres in the span of about 5 hours at nighttime. So that's pretty incredible, unprecedented, as it's something that we've said earlier in the fire.
We're at one of the refueling spots for the air tankers that you see over here. These helicopters can refuel up to 500 gallons of water in less than 45 seconds. But by nightfall, the fire grew thousands of more acres, and Janet's family is getting a front row seat.
When the smoke rolls up and you stand here and you see those flames, you know, flying up like a hurricane is behind them, get really nervous.
She says they're ready to go at a moment's notice, but David didn't want to wait for that moment to come.
It's like if it burns, it burns. Yeah, it's tough. Thinking, you know, I could come back homeless, but once again, if, you know, as long as I'm okay, life goes on.
And firefighters say
if the fire engines are competing for roadway with the people that are evacuating, it makes it dangerous for everybody.
As we've seen, a lot can change with a swift gust of wind. In Lake County, Kate Kagarin for CBS News.
Well, Monday night, the fire jumped Highway 20, which had been a containment line, prompting more evacuations. So far, more than 24 homes have been burned.
Scary situation out there trying to get that under control. 5:09 is the time on WKYT this morning. And we're just getting started here on your Tuesday.
A new meaning to the dog days of summer. We'll show you more of this 4-legged surf competition coming up in 5 minutes.
And Puerto Rico has officially gone into default. We'll have more on what that means coming up.
And we're looking outside for our Alert Defender live radar. We have more storms in the forecast today, tomorrow, Thursday. But after that, it looks pretty good. I have your forecast coming up next.